Copy habe ich nicht direkt gemacht, weil ich gesagt habe, aber freundlich zu sein, weil ich mir jetzt kein Freund mit ihm werde. Weil sind wir auch mal Muffins. Episode 1. Bereich der Schatten.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battering rams to force their way in. With break-and-entry incidents up 4% over last year. Remember,
Vom Tag hat seine Eltern getötet.
tonight. And we have breaking news tonight. 5 criminals are in custody this evening after a break-in at City Hall. But thanks to the efforts of the Batman, the stolen items were returned.
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Ja, das Ding noch.
May have actually been involved in the break-in. Talk about dirty politics. Does Hill's campaign really think these accusations hold any water with
Das brauche ich nicht lesen. Viel zu viel. Es der Medienberichte, hier steht alles über alle Charakter, die wir kennen.
And in other news, we're now on day 3 of the factory fire that will not end. Crews have given up trying to combat the blaze at the Otisburg processing center, owned by Ace Chemical. Still no word on what started the fire, but whatever's burning in there has resisted everything the fire department has thrown at it. They're recommending people avoid the area and seek immediate treatment if you happen to breathe in any of that tar
Starten auf weg.
Nearly fell off a building for this?
Was found hanging off the side of the 4th Street Bridge sometime just before dawn.
Sozialisiert bekommen. Nachrichten.
Random stabbings are the latest headache for the
Let's find out what was so important.
Skyrail cars to contend with. Gotham Police.
Encrypted.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here,
Das ist sogar Schwanzraum.
in a dark, damp cave, in front of a computer.
I'll leave as soon as I finish. People with regular jobs can do their work anywhere, but for me, this is my office.
Home
I
office.
agree, it isn't normal work. Even worse, the best outcome is that no one ever finds out you've done it.
Yeah, well, good deeds usually go unnoticed.
Though not unappreciated. Did you find out what that, cat woman tried to steal?
Well, in the process,
What are we looking at?
let me try a different angle. This is a map of the East Side Shore. But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his drug dealing.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zellerback away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo.
I don't want anything to do with Falcone.
Well, he certainly showed interest in you. That's what worries me. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce.
Gepasst,
Though people
aber
like this Catwoman aren't helping.
glaube ich Aber Coleman, das meinte, er hat sich einfach vor
Seen
ihm
before.
gespielt.
Hopefully, she's just a tourist. I'll check the codex.
Das wäre doch ein Kodex gucken. Portion, okay. Spielen haben wir auch welche sehen. Das ist kurz, steht ja drin.
Found her.
Verbrechen, Einbruch, einfacher Diebstahl. Neue Kriminelle auf der Bildfläche. Mit zahlreichen Einbrüchen in Verbindung gebracht. Sie ist effektiv und hinterlässt nicht viele Spuren. Seit das GCPD keine Anhaltspunkte. Ich wünschte, ich wüsste mehr über sie. Ist der Bürgermeister? Was gehen wir umkehren?
Not much to find, apparently.
Few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
I don't like being compared to a common criminal.
Now, I think you're missing the point. You have to admit you've been drawing a lot of attention to yourself, and not the playboy billionaire buys new yacht kind of attention. I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever. You have to be careful.
You're right. I should have canceled the event.
I know how much pressure you're under. I don't mean to add to it.
It's okay. I know you're only looking at...
Hat er recht.
If we make a suit that fits me, we can trade places some night, though I'm not partial to heights. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
Do you think he might know something about the break-in? This Catwoman shows up around the same time Oswald comes back to town. Might not be a coincidence.
Oswald's crimes, numerous they may be, are on a much smaller scale than robbing City Hall.
Well, he was always trouble growing up, but it's the fun kind of trouble.
You both were. Even though you and young Master Copplepott used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
Volk freischaltet, wem die Flucht gelingt. Kapitel 2, Episode 1 abgeschlossen.
Where are you, Oz?
Schüttet ab. Weil ich aber nett bin. Stellt's mir auch mal mit hinterher Doktor. Will ich noch da Hause?
Thank you, sir.
wir erstmal anklicken. Spielt nämlich Treffen mit seiner Statue.
Great. There's the statue, but no Oz. Hey.
Beat it.
Watch wallet cash. But this goes through you. Hey, you heard it, man. The hell are you waiting for?
You're making a mistake.
You already made one coming here. The next one kills you. And him.
Gentlemen!
Oz.
Keep walking, all right? This don't concern you, twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're ruining the moment! Come here! Think that'll do?
Das ist ein illegaler Boxkampf.
Stay down!
Oh, wo hat der jetzt auf einmal eine Pistole her?
This used to be a nice place. No lives like you don't belong.
Dumm. Übertreibt gleich.
This is my park! Mine! You hear that? Oh, hey Bruce. You've got a little, Yeah, good as new. Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh? Besides, someone needed to deal with the rubber situation here.
Hey, I could have handled that myself.
You mean a knife handle in the back? Because that's what would have happened, mate. No offense.
Yeah, right.
It's been what? 2 decades?
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit. Oh, Mum and Dad, they put so much work in here.
It's a shame what happened. It was beautiful once.
And now, it's a hellhole. Last thing my parents ever built. This city chews right through people. Mum committed to Arkham. Dad ended it himself, he did. My family's fortune, there's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties, round-the-world vacations, unlimited potential.
I'm sorry, Oz. No one should have to go through that.
Thanks, Bruce. But we are not the only ones suffering. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself. Although, I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night. Made himself right at home. That oily... Oh,
It's politics, Oz. That's how the game is played.
I thought you had more integrity than that. Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like
Da
mine.
gewusst.
All he needs is a little push. And... it'd be a treat to watch him hit pavement. Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned. Things are gonna be on the upswing soon, though. A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. And I'm here to let it in. Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list.
Jo.
But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down.
I'm not your enemy, Oz.
That remains to be seen, don't it? I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side. Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
Er muss noch Steine sammeln für seine Revolution, die anzetteln will. Und schon wieder los.